Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, Alex here. So for many of you who are watching, you know that one of the biggest barriers to deciding an educational pathway, so that would be choosing a school and a program, is the cost of the tuition for the program at the school you're looking into. So I thought I would just make a really quick video about my experiences in Teachers College and how much it cost for me to do my 2-year program in Ontario, Canada. So while I just said that attending different universities and different programs cost different amounts of money, for Teachers College it's actually pretty similar across the board. Now obviously there are going to be discrepancies and one might be a little bit more expensive than the other, but generally they're within a plus or minus $1,000 range. And now there obviously will be other discrepancies for the Teachers College you want to go to, because in different cities rent costs different amounts of money and groceries might cost different amounts, or you might have a different phone plan than your other friends. So today I just wanted to talk about the cost of Teachers College itself. So with that said, let's get into the video. So the way this video is actually going to be structured is I'm first going to talk about first year, then I will talk about second year, and then I will summarize the entire costs of my university education in Teachers College. So in first year, we do have to take one more course as compared to our second year at my university, because the university weights our Teachers College practicums into our second year. And they do want to give us some extra time to prepare for job interviews and anything else of that nature. So here is a summary of my first year university expenses as they relate to the university that I went to. So starting off, I had 11 courses over the year, which were just about $700 each, and the total came out to just over $7,700. Now for health and dental at the university, it cost us just over $260, and there was an additional $400 roughly in books and supplies for the year. So in total that comes out to just a little bit under $8,400. Now I do want to say here though that during this year, because of the pandemic that was going on, I was living at home and the school was online, so I didn't have to do any commuting. Now if I was to be renting an apartment in the city that I'm living in, it would roughly be $700 per month on the lower end for an apartment, and for commuting, if I was living in the city, it would be about $10 a day. However, since I'm commuting from out of the city, it was about $30 per day. So now this number also does not include the cost of a new computer if you need one. At this point, because you already would have gone through a undergrad, I am assuming that most people would already have a computer. And since in first year, I found that I didn't really use my computer for more than checking emails, some basic word processing, and reading PDFs, and making some simple PowerPoints for teaching. Honestly, if your computer can do that, you probably don't need a new one. But if you are going to get one, that cost is obviously not added here. So in summary, the cost of my first year was about $8,400. So now moving into my second year, I did take 2 courses over the summer, and the purpose for that was to give me a little bit more time over the fall and winter terms. And that would help me with applying to jobs and getting my resumes and cover letters and portfolios together, as well as obviously creating YouTube videos for this channel, as they do take a little bit of time to edit, and second year is fairly busy with the quantity of work we have to do. So anyways, I took 2 courses over the summer, and again they just cost a little over $700, so in total that was $1,400. So now as we go into the fall and winter term, I am going to be taking 7 courses, so that is going to be a little under $5,000. Health and dental, we haven't quite got the number back from the university yet, but generally it's the same year to year, so I'm going to put it at just over $260 again. And for books and supplies, it is going to be about $400 again. And that gives us a grand total of just under $7,050. Now again, that does not include the cost of housing. However, this year I will need to be commuting to my school as it is going back to in-person, and I'm going to be needing to commute to practicums 3 days a week. So since I'm commuting out of the city, as I said earlier, it's going to be about $30 a day to take transit, or it would cost that much per day if you factor in the cost of your vehicle, plus gas, plus insurance. So at 30 days a week, times 4 days a week, at 16 weeks per term and at 2 terms, we're just looking under $4,000 in commuting cost. So as it pertains to the cost of schooling, if we add my first year costs and my second year costs together, so the $8,400 from the first year and the $7,050 from my second year, it comes out to about $15,500, which is pretty standard across most teachers' colleges over the course of the 2 years. the ones that I was looking at when I was looking into applying for Teachers College did range from 15 to 16,000, so my school puts it right in the middle of that at 15,500. Now, if we were to include the cost of commuting there for my second year, it is going to rise to just under $20,000. And overall, that $20,000 is pretty standard for most universities, as they do cost about $10,000 a year unless you are an international student or are in very specific programs such as your medical school or something along those lines that costs a lot of money. And also, one last thing I want to mention here is I didn't include any government grants or loans or any school scholarships or bursaries that I received, as I really just want this video to focus on the overall cost of Teachers College. So if you're watching this and you're attending a Teachers College outside of Ontario, Canada, I would love it if you could comment your tuition costs and other incidental fees down below in the comment section, as I'd love to be able to compare with schools outside of Ontario. I'd love to be able to see what Teachers College costs in the States or in England or anywhere in Europe, for example. But anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end this video for today, so I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you like content like this, or some of my science demonstrations, or the podcasts that I host on my channel, please like and subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way in helping me out. But that's it for today, everyone, so enjoy and have a great day, and please stay happy, safe, and healthy. Bye, everyone!